Hi, my name is Rachelle Nash and I am an Indiana State University nursing student. This is for course NURS 444 titled Keeping the Elderly in the Rural Community Safe and Prepared. My population at risk, or PAR, are the elderly in my community. We will focus on reaching the locals to ensure they are safe as well as helping them to be prepared for potential emergencies. The learning objectives includes describing what it means to be prepared, identifying one feeling that being prepared helps ease, list one resource available for the elderly, and identify what steps need to be taken to ensure a safe, prepared community. An outline of today's presentation includes a pre-test, what does being prepared entail, ways to be prepared, the aspects of technology and preparations, healthcare policies and awareness, networks and preparations, the importance of an emergency supply kit, lifelong nursing and quality cost-efficient care, followed by the post-test and references. I will now pause for a brief moment so you can take the pre-test. What is involved in becoming prepared? To be prepared in the event of an emergency, one must first become informed of what types of emergencies they are at risk for in their communities. Then it is important to design an emergency checklist. As a nurse, it is my role to ensure that the elderly are educated and have the resources needed for a possible emergency. It serves more beneficial for healthcare personnel and individuals to be proactive and preventative for better healthcare and everyone's safety. Types of preparations. One important area that nurses can assist the elderly is to make sure they are aware of reasons their electrical power disconnection can be temporarily avoided. If they are on oxygen or have other medical reasons, then they can obtain a medical statement from their provider. This will also allow them to be first in line when applicable for reconnection in the event one loses power due to a storm or something of that nature. More on this program in Indiana can be found at the following website with indiana.gov. Technology. If you have a smartphone, you may have heard it alert you to severe weather. Many elderly in my community do not have smartphones. How are they going to know when bad weather is near? One proposal is to supply each person with a weather radio. Weather radios can be purchased from Amazon.com or Walmart.com, ranging from $20 to $35 for a good one. In a rural community, connections to services such as cell phone service or being able to hear a tornado siren can be limited. As a nursing leader in my community, it is my duty to observe, acknowledge, and practice outreach to provide the elderly with the things they need to remain safe and prepared. Awareness of policies and healthcare aid is important. What good is a program if the elderly are unaware of it? Here in Indiana, a program called PACE is implicated for all those 55 and older who qualify. PACE provides a multitude of services to the elderly, including transportation, physical therapy, and social work, which can assist in disaster preparations. As a nurse, I am informing the elderly in my community of this program. I have attached a link if you'd like to find out more information. Windrose Health Network. Where I work, it's a federally qualified healthcare center that offers assistance such as a food pantry, transportation to doctor's appointments, blood pressure cuffs to those who cannot afford them, and sample medications. We also have programs that we can assist patients in finding, as well as things that you might not think about. So for example, if a patient needs to have a certain antibiotic that they cannot afford. We have a certain funding where we can go ahead and help the patients pay for that. So we are a great resource in this community here in Trafalgar, Indiana. Network. Just because many elderly in my community do not have smartphones does not mean that they are unable to have a network of friends or family. It is important for a network to develop, especially for those elderly who live alone. A network allows someone to keep tabs on that person to ensure their safety. Take COVID-19, for example. For each of us who are healthy, if we know an elderly person who lives alone, it's likely we reached out to see if they needed groceries or anything since they are not leaving their house. An emergency supply kit. An emergency supply kit can also be delivered to the elderly along with the weather radio. This can include water, first aid kit, canned food, can opener, flashlight, batteries, and more. Lifelong nursing practice. It is important as a nurse to understand the need to continue one's education. The world and our local communities are an ever-evolving place. New policies are formed. The financial aspect is always a concern. We must continue to balance quality health care along with the means to provide the care. Involving the communities in a neighborhood meeting to find the needs and collaborating with local agencies can assist in meeting the goal of quality, affordable health care. My commitment. As a licensed practical nurse working towards obtaining my bachelor's degree in nursing, I am making a commitment to actively participate in my community. I will strive to set a good example and promote a healthy lifestyle in my community. In addition, I will continue to build a functioning, productive relationship with other community partners so that through collaboration, we can provide holistic care in our communities. It is now time to take the post test, and there is also an answer key attached. Hope you enjoyed.